Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 41 of Direwolf20's Let's Play All the Mod 7 Skyblock series. Today, jumping into occultism, because in order to get to my creative mode stuff, we have to make a lot of things from a lot of mods, mostly endgame stuff. So I'm currently working on the Master of Dragons. That's really kind of my endgame goal here, and we have almost everything we need for the Master of Dragons. Dragonstone is super easy; we can get that in like 5 seconds. But empty soul gems, we're gonna need this to be made out of occultism. So that's what we're working on currently. And then we're going to progress through some more of the other stuff, right? Probably some tech, probably a little bit more magic, play around with a bunch of stuff, and eventually get towards making the ATM star. So ultimately we're going to need, what, just one dragon thingy? Yeah, there it is. There's the dragon soul. Okay, cool. So, with that in mind, let's jump into occultism today. Now, occultism is in a weird place with its books, and I've been looking through it now. There's actually 2 books that you need to follow. Previously, occultism had all its stuff in a patchouli book. However, they are transitioning to a new mod called Modonomicon that they haven't finished fully transitioning to. So all of the getting started stuff is in the Modonomicon, which is kind of neat. It's very Thaumcrafty style. And so we have to go through the Modonomicon to get through the getting started section and then transition to the other book for the more advanced stuff. So we'll kind of be doing that today. So let's jump into it, because I kind of-ish remember this mod. Like, we played with it once, right? This is one with the Djinn. If we look at occultism, there's the Djinn. Remember these guys? The Ore Miner. Remember him? And we played with some other bindings and stuff. Some rituals that we could do. So we're going to check out, you know, maybe some more of occultism today than we did last time, because I think in the previous series, it's one that we wrapped up kind of early, and we never really got into too much of occultism. So I'm curious to see what kind of cool stuff, and maybe what's changed since then, because it's been a while since we played with this one. So, interested. So here's a little disclaimer about the fact that they're transitioning to the new book. Cool. Easy peasy. Cool. Alright, so first thing, lifting the veil. Hidden from mere human eyes exists another plane of existence, the other world. It's populated with entities often referred to as demons. Cool. Let's see. So that's Demon Dream Fruit is an herb that gives humans the third eye, allowing them to see where other world intersects with our own. By breaking grass, consuming the grown fruit activates the ability. Any additional side effect of Demon's Dream is the ability to interact with the otherworld materials. This is unique to Demon's Dream. Many other ways to obtain third eye do not yield this ability. You are able to harvest other stone as well as otherworld trees. Okay, so we should get some Demon's Dream Fruit. I remember that. And I remember there was like some underground trees that spawn, so I'm curious how that works in a Skyblock. Do you think it's in the Twilight Dimension? That's a good question. Cool. So what do we get here? Do we get the seed and the fruit? We do. Okay, good to know. So let's do... How come you're in here? Dire, please. That's the only answer I have for that one. You guys are supposed to be in my backpack. Well, actually, yes, that is what I wanted there. Perfect. Looking good. Alright, so Demon's Dream Fruit, mission accomplished. Gonna have a lot of that in about a minute. Now, let's see, get the old edition, that's the first one. Oh, nope, that's not the old edition? No, right, no, we want the new edition for the first, yes. Cool. Alright, so that's lifting the veil. So the ability to see beyond the physical world is referred to as the third eye. I'm going to read through this real quick. Alright, so we want to get goggles that will help us see the other world stuff. So I see. I think what we can do... Let's get some netherrack. Let's get a flint and steel. And then let's get some Demon's Dream. And then we're going to want a sapling and maybe some stone. That should be cool. So I'm not sure if occultism, I'm going to do this in a dimension or not. I remember there being some pretty large structures I have to make with chalk and whatnot. Remember that? So I'm thinking probably not in a dimension for that. So spirit fire, and then I drop oak saplings in there. Nice. And stone? Was it not stone? Did I misread that? Oh, andesite. Okay, my bad. My bad. Andesite. Do we even have any of that? We do. Does it have an EMC? Have I learned it yet? That's a good question. Oh, I hadn't, so now I have. Cool. That was easy. So, occultism, stone, and saplings. Neat. Now, also, the other thing we might want to get is Otherworld goggles. So Otherworld goggles will allow me to see stuff but not interact with it. I still have to eat the demon fruit to interact with it. So we're going to want a lens frame. We're going to want... Oh, there's a ritual for that. Infused lenses. All right, so let's make that a to-do because we need to do a ritual for that. We haven't quite gotten there yet, but I assume we're not too far off. Probably true. So let's see. I think I want to eat the demon's fruit. So if I plant this oak sapling, there we go. Now it says it's occultism, but it looks like oak. But if I eat the demon fruit, I get hunger, apparently. Well, hunger's exciting, but that's not what I want. I thought I just have to eat the fruit. Consuming the grown fruit activates the ability. Okay. Maybe I just need to... Oh, there we go. I think I just had to eat it more. Third eye. Sweet. So let's get ourselves an axe. Okay, oak saplings. Otherworld wood. Nice. Now, just to be clear... If I don't have the third eye ability active, do I just get normal wood? I believe I do. Okay. So if you want to get the occultism wood, make sure you've consumed the fruit. Man, that is a trippy effect. It is very blurry and confusing. I like it. It's really good, actually. All right, cool. A bunch of Otherworld wood. Nice. Check and check. So now I think we need to get into some stuff and things, right? So we know how to see the world. We know how to craft things. The divination wand is another way to obtain... to make it easier to get started, materials obtained by divination now also have crafting recipes. Cool. So that's how you would find it in a non-Skyblock if you wanted to. Or it looks like in this version of the mod they made it so you could craft all the other world stuff, but there is world gen stuff that you could go find as well using the divination mod. That's the gist. Alright, so ritual time. I think we're going to be doing some of this. Alright, in the spirit of if it ain't broke, don't fix it, let's go ahead and do our rituals where we've been doing all our other magical rituals, our blood magic and our Britannia and all that stuff. We'll just do it over here. Does that sound cool? So let's get ready. I'm going to read through the chapter on the ritual preparations and the books of binding, and I'll be right back to do the first ritual. Alright, so to do this thing, we're going to need some bowls. I believe we're going to need in total 9 bowls. 8 to go around and 1 golden in the center. And it tells me in the book that it's not super important where you put the bowls as long as they're within a few blocks. I think 8 blocks is the minimum. So I'm just going to pop them like so. Does that sound cool? Sure. That looks good to me. Then we're also going to need some of this and some of this. So I have to smelt a few. Let's see if I can remember this. 3 of these. Hey, look who added a netherite furnace here. And then I want to drop 3 of those. And then that combines into an impure white chalk, which we drop into the fire to get regular white chalk. And that's how we draw our stuff, I believe, I think. Now, I might wind up having to move these sacrificial bowls. We'll see, because I remember having to draw things, but we'll figure it out. So that's that. Cool. Seems pretty straightforward. Also, candles is a thing. We should use a butcher knife on some large animals. So, a butcher knife from Occultism. I wonder if this thing can be enchanted with, like, looting. It probably can, yes. Okay, well, if I'm going to have to get mob drops, I might as well throw looting on the bad boy, right? So, give me a way into my compact machine. Fortune and looting. That's what we want. Look, if it takes me 5 seconds to get looting 8 on this thing, I'm just not going to not do it. Okay. Did it work? It might have gone. It did. Tallow. Nice. Okay. I should probably get a little bit of wheat. All right. That should be probably-ish enough for now. And then we'll put this away, that away, and we're good. I should do something better with that mob farm, but there's all kinds of stuff that I could improve, honestly. But I'm kind of plugging away doing different stuff right now. You know how it is. All right, so with that done, I then want to get candles from Occultism. And that would be this guy, Occultism candle. I'm just going to start with 4. I don't know how many I may or may not need, but we'll find out. I'm wondering if different rituals have different placements of candles. We'll find out. So then you're ready to tell me what's next. Books of Bindings. So this is what we need to do to bind a demon. Let me figure it out. All right, a little black dye turns into purified ink. And then I think Foliot, if I remember correctly, is the lowest tier. And then there's also Jinn, Afrit, and Marid. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. So let's start with the Foliot. And then we also need the Dictionary of Spirits, which is this guy, right? So the Foliot, Book of Binding Foliot, Book of Binding Foliot bound. So for that, I'm going to need a book and quill. I'm going to need some white dye. And then I combine these two. I think. Something along those lines. So let's go with the first ritual. Oh my. All right, so this ritual is going to let me summon a Foliot, which is like the lowest tier of demon, to do some crushing for me. I'm going to need each type of iron, of a couple raw materials. But I also noticed that this book doesn't have... Let's see, does this have AVR circle? Oh, it does. Oh, cool. Yes. Show multi-block preview. Oh, neat. It does work. Cool. So I can click that there. And then I can use my chalk to draw it out. And then we can place down, hey, I was lucky. I got 4 candles. That's exactly what I needed. Sweet. And then the bowls can kind of go anywhere nearby, but I'm going to put them in the 4 corners here because that's where they fit. And that's going to, if I remember correctly, and as I'm reading this correctly, also from the other book, this will allow me to summon a bunch of different types of low-tier demons to do certain tasks, like the janitor, the transporter, the lumberjack, the crusher. Neat. Okay. So let's just, for the sake of doing what the basic book wants, this one. So his thing is basically do that. So this stuff isn't really fleshed out yet, I assume. Correct. But that's in the other book. But the first ritual it wants me to do is just going to be each of the different types of ores. So here's what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to snag you out of here. And then we will get some cobblestone blocks. Cool. And then that should all be combined. And then... Good deal. I hope nickel's one of the ones I can use. Silver. I think it might have to be silver. Okay, never mind. It's not. It's cycling through all the different silvers. So that would be... There we go. There's a raw silver. Cool. And then I will put you right back. Which will drain all this stuff into here. So let's give it a shot, shall we? So I believe I combine you with you. And then we put the different... And then we put this on here. Started summoning Foliot Ore Crusher. Neat! That's cool. Very nice. Come on. Let's go, summon. There we go. Slowly but surely. So it's the old edition that I basically want to use now, right? Though I'm not sure if I still need this one for the crafting purposes, but either way. Let's go. Wonder if you can tick accelerate that thing in the center. I bet you could. It has to be a tile entity. Hello. Best friends forever. What's up, little dude? Now, apparently, if I dropped... I could use raw obtanium here. If I dropped one of these on the ground, he should pick it up and basically ore double it. Now, he's going to be slow, but remember, this is the lowest tier version of this. My goodness, he's slow. Oh, there we go. Yes, 2 unobtainium dust. Sweet. That's cool. I'll take it. All right. And then next steps to Infinity Bound. For now, please refer to the old edition's Getting Started section to learn more about the next steps. Okay. So, old edition. Haha. So getting started, next steps. So now that you've successfully summoned your first spirit, it's time to look at your next steps as a magician and start to plan for the long term. Obtain gold dust and glowstone dust to craft golden chalk for infusion and possession rituals. Craft otherworld demon goggles. All right. Cool. Infuse a pickaxe to harvest otherworld ores for isnium. Summon familiars, provide a variety of bonus effects such as feather falling, water breathing, jump boost, and more. Possessed mobs, dimensional storage, auto crafting, automated mining. Cool. So let's see. Spirits. And these are the pentacles, rituals, summoning, possession, binding, and familiar rituals. Sweet. Ooh, time magic, you don't say. I'm gonna have to flip through these and figure out like which ones I might want to do. Now, this is one I'm interested in doing because this is the one I need to do. I could make one of these, right? Strigor's Higher Binding. Alright, I can do this. And this will make me a soul gem, right? Alright. I can do this. Let's figure it out. So it looks like we need some purple chalk and some gold chalk. And some kind of crystals in there. So let's see what we got. Occultism chalk. So I know we need impure. So let's get occultism. I probably want some more other stone, right? So I drop that in there. And let's just smelt like half of you. That should be cool. And then I'm going to get... You don't have EMC, I assume, right? No. Okay, so I definitely want gold chalk, which is going to need gold dust. One of these is a crushing factory. Okay. And then impure purple chalk is going to need some obsidian dust with crushed end stone. That is not crushed end stone like I thought it would be. Crushed end stone from occultism has to be the crusher spirit. Okay. We can make that happen, right? I have one of them. Thank you, buddy. You're very helpful. That's funny. It's like he thinks I have 2 obsidian dust, but I don't. Thank you. Let me just snag some of you. Is it enriching that gets me the dust? It does. Cool. Alright, so now impure this chalk. And I'm assuming, same deal, drop them in the fire to purify them. Cool. Alright, so now I've got the 3 chalks that I need. Now what's that purplish little gem or crystal? This thing is what it looked like. Spirit attuned crystal needs spirit attuned gems, which is diamonds. So I need... Wrong book. 4 of them, so I'm going to need 16 diamonds. Okay, easy peasy. So now let's get a different bowl. How many of these do I need for this one? What's interesting is I'm not seeing any bowls. Am I crazy? Well, I guess I need 6 for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, actually. So yeah, let's get a 9th. That'll be you. And then let's get ready to... visualize this one. Does that look cool? That works. And then we need our chalks. And then 4 more candles. Excellent. And then the 8... work for me. And now for the soul gem. So now that we've got the ritual space set up, now we just need to put the items in, right? So that we're going to need a Ginny bound book. Or a Jinn. Make sure I did the EMC thing here. Cool. So that would be you. Now, can I use the old book for this one? Nope, I have to use the new book. Which means I have to keep both. Grumble, grumble. Okay. And then finally I need 4 soul sand, silver, gold, diamond, and copper. So 4 soul sand. Silver, gold, diamond, and copper. And then I take the bound book and I put it in the middle, and that's all there is to it. Started binding Ginny into Soul Gem. Okay, that's cool. Yep, you can totally tick accelerate that thing. Haha, cool. Empty Soul Gem. You know what that means? We got the thing we need. So let's get some more mana diamonds. Let's pop in here real quick. And if I'm not mistaken, I can make a Dragon Soul now. Dun 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 dun! Quest completed, Master of Dragons. I did it! I did the thing. Cool. I got a nifty sword that has sharpness, looting, and sweeping edge on it. I'm going to go ahead and add that to my trophy area. Booyah! That is cool. And the soul dragon thingy can go into the A system. Speaking of the applied energistic system, how is this thing coming along? Not bad. We're actually doing really good. We have plenty of storage space. Plenty of storage space. So, hey, that's not a bad start, right? All right, so we've got what we need from Occultism for the Master of Dragons quest. The next one I might work on is Master of Sky, which requires getting into FTB Industrial Contraptions. And does this require... that doesn't require too much going on. That's doable, that's doable, that's doable. I want to get singularities anyway. So that's definitely going to be a thing for my future. Ooh, netherite block 5x. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Alright, so I've got a solution for that. It's not going to be a fun solution. But what we're going to do is this. Let's get that started right now. So I'm going to get a compacting drawer. Okay. Let's... on the opposite side of you is north. Let's put that on the up. And you are going to now target netherite ingots. Okay. Okay, so that'll get me 2x compressed. Now, what I want to do real quick, export bus with a crafting card. And probably some acceleration cards. And some cables. I've been prepared to automate this, and I hadn't yet because I hadn't really needed to. How are we on channels over here? You're using 7 out of 8. Well, this is going to be 8 out of 8 now. Okay, so your job with a crafting and acceleration card will be nope, not you. Hold on. Amethyst, which probably needs to be taught. Okay. So now we do this. And in theory, what'll happen is amethyst will get dumped in there, and it'll automatically craft a bunch of netherite for us. Cool. That's not bad. And we just leave this, and over time, it'll produce... I mean, we've already got 3... That's that's single press, right? So that's 1x. Okay. But I mean, we're doing... That's not bad. But we're also burning out a pretty good backlog of amethyst seeds. So one of these days I'll figure out how to like really supercharge this thing. Now, to be fair, I've been ignoring my demon will and my mana. That's on me. I've been kind of ignoring that stuff. How's this coming along? I mean, not bad. Not bad. The problem is like, you know, doing that stuff. I bet you're out of all the things that you need. Yeah, you definitely probably are. Yeah, the Tau fruit and all that whatnot. And then bone meal I want 2. Okay, so that'll at least get you going again. And then do we have more netherwort? Sweet. And probably could use more potatoes, it looks like. Okay. That'll at least kind of get the ball rolling. And get these things applying again. So remember, without the upgrades, we still have a net gain. It's just incredibly slow on Demon Will. But with it, it's definitely better. And do we have a mana tablet in here? We do. Let me borrow you real quick. Sweet. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. See, things are definitely faster when I actually keep the rituals and everything fueled. So here's what I'm going to do. I think we're going to wrap up here. Let's come back next episode. I'm going to basically let the amethyst stuff chill for a while now. And how do we make out? Not bad. Not bad. So it's going to be a minute until we get... How many of those do we... We just need 1 5x, right? So what I could do... 2, 3, 4... What I could do... Right? And this. And... that. That could be cool, right? So now we'll get 4x's up there is what we'll get. Actually, those are 3x's. Oh, right, yeah. No, I always forget. So that's 1x, 2, 3. And if I wanted one more, though we don't have a 3x yet, it's going to be a little while before we can get one of those too, isn't it? Probably, yes. Now, if I really wanted to speed this up, we could throw, like, you know, this in here, something like that, and that'll really kind of get things going. But I really wanted this more to be a running in the background kind of deal. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to let it run in, you know, passively and see if it just does its thing. For now, let's wrap up the episode. We'll come back next time. We will probably get into making one of these and some of this, and that'll let us move into the next stuff. And I also, between episodes, plan to read through this book and see if there's anything specific in it that I would like to use, right? So I'll find out what I can do with occultism. A little bit of reading between episodes. For now, Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.